Hey, it's Chris Aiken from the Classic Metal Show. I want to invite you to be part of a big event that I'll be participating in. I will be appearing at the Western Reserve Book Festival at Hiram College on Saturday, June 21st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will be participating in a reading from my book, Little Victories, A Tale of Divorce, Debauchery, and Finding Happiness, as well as a Q&A session and a panel discussion. I will have books on hand should anyone want to purchase one or get theirs signed. This event is free and open to the public. For more information on the Western Reserve Book Festival, go to www.chrisaikenbooks.com/college or call Dave Everett at 330-569-5353. Come out, have some fun, and hang out at the Western Reserve Book Festival with me, Chris Aiken.
It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That's right. Get in the ring. And this is Neeley, your ring master, along with my very good, worthy opponent and friend, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
Just waking up.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about you. I had noticed that you did some gratuitous Facebook posting today, letting everybody and their brother know that you were heavily imbibing in adult beverages.
Yeah, I drank a good amount of whiskey between 1 and 6.
And the reason for this was why?
Because it's Saturday.
Okay.
Is there more reason than that? It's Saturday.
Well, I was just wondering because I spoke with you earlier today, and then you said you were going to call me, and then you didn't call me, and then I noticed you were heavily drinking, and I thought, oh, boy, is he going to be ready for the show?
Of course I'm ready for the show. I took an hour nap. I'm good.
All right. So you got wrecked on Jack Daniels today?
Yes. Jack Daniels, a little bit of Jack and Coke, and mixed with the Jack and Coke were probably 15 shots of Fireball.
15 shots?
Yeah.
So do you know when to say when?
Yeah. When I have to go home.
Right. And I'm assuming you drove?
Shh. Shh. Don't tell the police.
Well, it doesn't matter now. I mean, you're safe in your home.
Yeah. No, I stopped a little bit early so that I'd be all right to get home. But you know what? It was one of those afternoons that I had a really fucking wretched 2-day period between yesterday and this morning. And I hooked up with my girl, and we were hanging out, and she was like, you want to have some drinks? And I was like, yes. And the drinks came a-pouring.
Well, I thought she just experienced some kind of surgery.
She did. A double dose.
So is she on some kind of medication or painkillers?
Not today.
Because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to mix alcohol and painkillers.
Let me put it this way. If you take me and put a pussy on it, that's her. She's got the same attitude.
Well, attitude notwithstanding,
yeah,
your physical being can only take so much.
Everybody got to die sometime, my friend.
All right, well, if you want to take that attitude, just, have a word with Robin Crosby, formerly of Ratt.
You know what? He choked on the dick. That's what killed him.
You think so? Is that what killed him?
I'm thinking so. I mean, he got the AIDS.
Yeah, but that was from a dirty needle.
Okay, well, we weren't doing any needles. We were doing shots.
So, anyway, he didn't die from AIDS. He died from an overdose of heroin.
Is that what he died from?
He had HIV, but he died of an overdose of heroin.
I did not know that.
I am telling you so.
Yeah. No, today was just one of those days. We were both kind of in that mood, and it was like, all right, fuck it. Let's go.
Okay.
And then we just started drinking. And drank and drank and drank. A little bit heavier than I would have liked, knowing that I have the show to do tonight. But sure. I got home in time to take about a 90-minute nap, and I'm okay.
All right. Very good. So were there any munchies involved aside from, the human flesh type?
Not a damn thing. Not so much as a cracker.
Not so much as a cracker.
Nope. Straight up just alcohol poisoning today, my friend.
All right. Very nice. All right. Well, you are here. You're not slurring your words, so I guess you're okay.
I'm good. I took a little nap and slept some of it off, and the rest of it I'm going to shake up real well with some beers and push back up to the forefront. So we're good.
You're going to shake it up with some beers.
Yeah, I'll shake it back up.
So you're basically following the Jack Daniel shots with some beer chasers.
That's right. It's Mark and John time, and I'll be John tonight.
All right. Well, this week on the Classic Metal Show, we are going to have the band Brainstorm on the show
for a very short minute. But yes,
I don't know anything about Brainstorm. I don't even really know who they are.
Okay, they're German. What else do you need to know?
Okay. Now, will a certain German be interested in hearing this interview?
He will. I'm sure he will, because they're a German band.
Exactly.
By the way, dude, I know I'm jumping in all over the place. Do you have the Martin Albrecht from Mystic Prophecy bumper handy?
Mystic Prophecy.
Mystic Prophecy.
Let me see here.
Dude, I was listening to a show this week from like 2007 or 8 or something.
Well, I heard a portion of the show this morning when the evil Batman called in.
Did you hear the part where we were playing the Martin from Mystic Prophecy bumper?
Well, the part that I heard was that the evil Batman called in. And we were discussing the fence that they were constructing along the
border,
the Mexican border, and being that the evil Batman's cave is in Laredo,
right?
We were asking him if he had seen the fence, and he said that he hadn't. And then we asked him how he got in here, and he said that he flew over the river. No. And I asked him if he's ever been referred to as a flyback.
No, I didn't hear that show.
That was this morning about, I don't know, about the same time I was talking to you or just before.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was listening to a different show, and we were talking about Germans and German metal.
Okay.
We played this bumper, and I fucking laughed and laughed. It's so militant.
All right, let me play it here.
All right, go ahead.
Is this the one that says "Have a good time" or something? Or
he says he says something like "Be good and be entertained."
Be entertained, like he was giving out an order.
You're right.
Right, here it is.
Hey, this is Martin of Mystic Prophecy, and you listen to the Classic Metal Show. Have fun and be entertained.
Like he's handing down a directive.
Listen, goddammit, have fun and be entertained.
You will have fun.
You will be entertained.
Or it'll be the firing squad.
That's right.
Nice.
Zyklon shower for you, cocksucker.
Right. You were not entertained. I did not see a smile on your face. Into the shower.
Into the shower and die.
Exactly. No, I did listen to our archive show this morning, and we were playing a bunch of different tunes from... I don't know what the premise was because I tuned in halfway in, but we were playing a bunch of songs, and a bunch of our listeners were just calling in right and left, commenting on the music we were playing.
Okay.
Because we were basically sampling a bunch of CDs.
Oh, nice.
And what they had to bring to the table, and the evil Batman called in. And we were discussing the fence along the border and how he got into this country. And he said that he flew over the river. And we were playing a song called Get Your Wings or Spread Your Wings or something. And Kurgan was making comment that it was about a fat dragon who couldn't fly. And I mean, it was hysterical.
We did some good shit back in 2006, 2007.
It was just silly stuff.
We did some funny stuff, man. I love having the archives just running all the time.
I do too. I get to just tune in at random and just start listening, you know.
And I don't remember any of it, so it sounds all fresh to me. It's
Sure.
all funny.
It's just silly stuff.
It really is.
But the whole thing with the evil Batman was just hysterical.
That's funny.
Yep. So
did you get your invite today for Mikey's graduation?
You know what? I don't even go to the mailbox anymore.
Okay.
I go to the mailbox about once a month, literally.
Okay.
I'm literally telling the truth here. I go to the mailbox about once a month.
Right.
And no, I have not been to the mailbox.
Well, I got mine today. I was assuming you probably got yours.
It's probably out there, and maybe during a break or something, I'll run out to the mailbox and see if there's anything in there for me.
Oh, dude, I feel very old.
I know. I saw your post about Mikey only being 11 when he first came on the show, and now he's graduating, high school and moving on to college, and it goes fast.
It's amazing that we're there now, that this kid's not a kid anymore. We can't even call him preteen or teen or anything anymore.
Yeah, you know what? But the thing is that, you and I, regardless of our silliness on the show and the juvenile commentary and silliness that we do, you and I are both extremely proud of Mikey.
We very much so love Mikey to death, and extremely, and there's a lot of shit that went on behind the scenes. And you're well aware of this.
Oh, yeah.
The fans are not aware. There was a lot of conversation between me, especially me, but you as well, and Mikey's parents.
Sure.
To make sure that we weren't crossing lines and we weren't going to fuck him up. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but there was a very distinct conversation that if his grades even sunk a little bit, that he was off the show because we wanted him to fucking do well. And
yeah.
And now here he is. He's a straight A student. He's going to college on a scholarship, and he's well on his way to being something more than a fucking CMS douche
or a welfare recipient under the Obama plan.
Yeah, well, I don't think his dad would let him do that.
Well, regardless of that,
I think his dad would put a cap in his ass before he'd let him.
I think he'd take him out of this world if he ever even conceded to be that way.
Yeah, but it's really fun to see one of ours that literally we've watched grow up, mature.
Why does Diamond Ryan, I've seen this twice in there, Diamond Ryan, Mikey is not a Jew. Even if he was, what difference does it make?
Well, you know what? That comes from a guy that is definitely a cocksucking fuckface.
I don't get that. It's just like, who cares? And what if he was? We have actually several friends who are Jewish. Our good friend John Levin is Jewish.
Yeah, Diamond Ryan is a douchebag.
You know what? And I don't. Who gives two shits if he was Jewish or not? Who cares?
Well, Diamond Ryan does, obviously. His fucking.
I don't get it. I don't understand what the reference is. It's stupid.
Well, that's Diamond Ryan. He's just a fucking idiot.
I know he's trying to put the setup in there and trying to come off saying something funny, but whatever it is, it's idiotic.
He's a douche, and if I could figure out how to bounce him, I would. Just because I fucking
whatever. It's just stupid. But regardless of that, even if he was, who cares?
Yeah, he's a dick, man. Why are you worrying about Diamond Ryan?
I'm not worried about him. It's just stupid. I saw him pop that in there earlier, and now I see it again.
Well, it's typical of him. He just beats on a bad joke and beats on a bad joke, not realizing that he's the bad joke.
Right.
He's a fucking douchebag, and I fucking hate him, and I hope he has a fucking heart attack tonight.
Right.
Fucking douchebag.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, getting back to that, no, I did not go to the mailbox, but I will maybe during like the brainstorm interview or whatever.
There you go.
I'll go check it out.
All right.
All right. As you know, dude, this week, the big news, if you want to call it big news, Stephen Pearcy issued a press release, which we'll talk about in length later.
Yeah.
That he has left Ratt.
What?
Officially.
What?
Yes, he left Ratt.
I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, I can't either. Just a big surprise.
Yeah, no kidding.
And as you know, I've been corresponding with Stephen via the email, and I have invited him on the show tonight. I don't know if he'll come on the show, but I threw the invite out there. I let him know we are live for the next 6 hours. So if he wants to pop in, great.
Why don't you just call him?
Well, I would, but I don't have his current phone number.
Oh, nice.
So anyway, he sent me another email, and it's just, we're back and forth.
Just call 1-800-TOP-FUEL.
Sure.
That's got to be it, right?
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, I sent Stephen an email earlier and said, the show's on between 6 and 12 Pacific.
Right.
We're going to talk about you. It would be best if you'd be on the show with us.
Yeah, feel free to comment yourself so that we don't have to comment for you.
Sure. He sent me a note late last night after I was already asleep.
How many rat references were in it?
None at all.
None. There was no.
He just said, "Just tell me the number to call, dude. Just tell me the number to call." So I was just like, "All right." Yeah. So anyway, I threw him a note today and said, "Hey, the show's live tonight. Call in. We're going to talk about you regardless."
Yeah. So come on, friend.
But
did you see, by the way, that fucking douche? And douche is a strong word. That fucking guy. Eddie Trunk trying to take the claim for fucking announcing that Stephen left Ratt.
I didn't see him. No, where did he say he took the claim for that?
On fucking Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook?
He wrote. He didn't write, "Hey, guess what? Stephen has left Ratt. Here's the link on the Trunk report."
Well, now it is on the Trunk report, but it's not spelled out like that.
No. You know how it was spelled out on Facebook?
No, I didn't see it.
Stephen texted me and let me know that he was leaving.
Oh, okay, whatever. Really?
So I'm putting it on the Trunk report.
Okay. Yeah. It's not that Blabbermouth or anybody else got the press release.
That guy believes he runs the fucking metal world.
He does.
What happened to him? He was a cool cat for a lot of years.
I don't know. I think that he just thinks he hasn't gotten his just due, and he wants to point out that, hey, I'm responsible for this, and I'm responsible for that, and I'm not getting I'm not getting the accolades I believe I'm due.
I wonder if it's because when he tried to get a syndication company, the one company turned him down because he wanted too much. He just didn't realize that his value wasn't quite what he thinks it is.
Well, regardless of that,
what a dope.
Well, whatever. You know what? The thing is I sent Stephen a note as soon as that was released, and he got back to me right away.
Well, there you go. Look at you trying to take credit for it.
Yeah, I'm going to take credit.
Stephen emailed me and told me about he was leaving Ratt.
Right.
Why don't you lead that way, dude? Let's fucking lie like he is.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Come on, man.
All I know is that Eddie is at the M3 Festival signing his books tonight.
Why don't you lie? Come on, dude.
Because I'm not a megalomaniac.
Dude, Stephen reached out to you to talk about his departure from Ratt, right?
Yeah, sure he did.
Isn't that how that went?
That's how it went.
Did Stephen email you back?
Yeah, he did.
Then Stephen definitely reached out to you so that you could let the Classic Metal Show fans know about his departure.
I've exchanged 3 emails with Stephen between yesterday and this morning.
You're saying it wrong.
Oh, Stephen exchanged 3 emails with me.
Stephen reached out to you 3 times to talk about him leaving Ratt. That's how it was.
Right.
Get it right, dude. We got to take our fucking shameless shit plugs too.
It doesn't give. You know what the thing is you and I, neither one of us care.
No, we don't.
We don't care.
It's embarrassing, dude. I was literally embarrassed for Eddie when I saw that today. I saw her yesterday. It was yesterday, and I saw him post. And I mean, this was after it was already out there. It was already everywhere. And on his Facebook, it said, "Stephen texted me to let me know he was leaving Ratt."
Yeah.
Shut up. He texted everybody, you dickhead. He fucking sent out an email to everybody in his press fucking folder.
No. Yeah. I know, but that's why I wanted to get Stephen on the show tonight. It's just like, well, give me the exclusive then. Yeah. Because Eddie's down at M3 tonight, so we're live tonight. So come on the show. It's too bad
because otherwise he'd give it to Eddie, obviously.
Sure. It's like, so come on the CMS.
Oh my God.
So he just send me the number.
Stephen needs to call right now.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Come on, Stephen.
By the way, I sent him that link that we had that discussion a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's why he didn't call.
No, not at all.
He probably like, Sao Paulo, I thought I played pretty well.
No, that wasn't the thing. We were talking about these guys being 50-plus years old, still arguing like little schoolgirls and posting shit on Facebook. And keeping your band business to yourself, and that isn't pointing at Stephen, that's pointing at Blotzer.
Well, Blotz is a douche.
He is a douche, and his response was so stupid. I know I sent it to you. You probably had seen it before.
No, I saw it. He's a fucking. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about all this.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. So if Stephen hits me up and says he wants to come on the show tonight, we'll save it for then. But if he doesn't get back to me, we'll talk about it regardless.
Yeah, but Bobby, you're an idiot. Enjoy your fucking fake band with fucking Joe Lestay led Ratt.
Right.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. So I got so many thoughts where this is concerned. So when we get into this, I know that you've got a lot of thoughts on this as well.
Well, when Stephen texted me and asked me for thoughts, I told him I'd hold off until we were live tonight.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, hey, listen, we're going to talk about it regardless, so it'd be better if you'd come on the show and be a part of it.
Well, Stephen reached out to me by phone today. In fact, no, he flew here.
He
actually flew here to discuss his departure from Ratt with me.
Right.
And I said, no, Stephen, I can't talk about this until we're live on the show.
Exactly.
But I'll keep it in the Aiken report.
Sure.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, my God. I saw Eddie's tweets, though, off of his Twitter account.
Yeah.
You're talking about, the various bands that were hitting the stage at M3, and every other tweet was, don't forget, I have my book signing between 6 and 8 at such and such a tent. Don't forget, I'm going to be selling my book. I'm going to be, signing my book.
Yeah, you're so important, Eddie. Really. You have a book, I have a book. And the minute I start doing that, I hope Neeley never opens the mic to me again.
Sure.
What a fucking peddler. That's what he is. He's a fucking peddler.
Exactly.
Please buy my shit. Please, it's important. Buy my book. Oh, I'm going to make $4 a copy.
Right.
Good douche.
Right.
Isn't it embarrassing?
It is. It's just when you become this shill. And I know I'm the one who prompted you to talk about your book most of the time.
Sure.
But he's just a shill.
He's like, and I've had some shit go on. I've had some book signings, and I have another one coming, and blah blah blah. And it's just, I could come on this show every single week and start talking about my book. Well, let me tell you about the chapter about blah, 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 blah. I don't want to do that. That's embarrassing.
Sure it is.
You know what? Everybody that listens to us knows that I have a book out there.
Right.
If they want to buy it, they'll buy it. Those that wanted it, I'm sure there's probably some that still haven't bought it yet, but for the most part, everybody that wanted it bought it. And all right, move the fuck on. Eddie's had his book out since January, hasn't he?
It's been out since before that, I think.
Yeah, because he was giving you cards back last summer.
Yeah, he was talking about it back in May last year.
So it's probably been out since October.
Yeah. Well, it's been out before then, actually, because I saw him in July. So it's been out since then, and he's still working the book circuit almost a year later.
Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe I should talk about my book every break.
Well, you pretty much do on the Spreaker.
I haven't even been keeping up with that.
Yeah, but you if you're going to continue using your Spreaker bumpers, you need to make the one about the pre-order the copies.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm done with that.
You need to update that. Jesus Christ, really?
I'm done with the fucking book promotion. I've got one more book signing to do in June, and I'm done.
Well, there you go. It's run its course. 6 months and done. 6 months and done.
That's how it should be, isn't it?
I agree.
And really 3 months of active promotion. That was kind of my goal, was from January to March, I was very active. Very much promoting, very much, hey, this is out here, don't forget to buy it. Hey, if you're interested, buy it. I don't think I've said dick about it since, have I?
No.
Not since the beginning of this month.
Not at all.
Because it's over.
Yeah.
It's there. Somebody wants it, it's there. But now I'm busy writing new books.
Sure.
And I'll write another book and put it out there, and then I'll pimp it for 3 months and be done.
Right.
Idiots. Fucking, I don't know what Eddie's thinking. You know what? We have to get that book. That's something we're desperately lacking. Don't you think that we could do a J.S. Bannerman type segment with Eddie?
Well, is it that type of a book, though?
Well, it's an I, me. It's got to be. It's Eddie.
But isn't it more or less like a chronicle of bands and stuff?
I don't know. I haven't even picked it up anywhere, not even to look at it. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it, but I thought it was like a follow-up book. Here, I'm going to dig out the card here. I know I have it here in the studio. Right. But I thought it was just basically like almost like a history of bands or something.
Well, it's probably a history of his involvement with these bands. Okay. Because when he saved Ratt UFO, Kiss. You know, the guy has saved every band on the planet.
Sure he has. Well, again, I don't want to take any credit away from Eddie, but I agree. It's just overblown promotion.
Yeah, it's like, all right, dude, you wrote a book. Big fucking deal. You know, maybe I'm biased on this, but I'm not impressed.
No, not at all.
I wrote a book too. Big fucking deal. Wasn't that hard. You know? Big picture, wasn't very hard to write a book.
Yeah, well, Martin Popoff turns out a book about every 4 months.
Yeah,
and you don't see him out there shilling it like a maniac at a flea market.
Joel MacGyver makes his living selling books, and you don't see Joel on the fucking interview circuit constantly.
Yeah, I got his card right here.
Joel's not beating us up to be on the show. Hey man, I got a new book. I gotta get on and talk about that Sepultura book.
Although Joel would be more than welcome anytime.
Of course he would, but you don't. But that's the whole point. So would Ed.
Here it is. Eddie Trunk knows more about most bands than they know about themselves. Eddie Trunk's Essential Hard Rock and Heavy Metal, Volume 2.
Okay.
Let's see. The voice of hard rock and heavy metal is back. Even when you think you've heard it all, Eddie uncovers a piece of trivia or some deep cut that can't. Let's see. That you can't imagine life without. Volume 2 is a must-have. So it's 38 new essential bands, 200 color photographs, Eddie's favorite playlist band. Let's see, band discographies and trivia. So it's just basically a trivia book.
Oh, yippee!
You know, it's about UFO was formed in 1969, and their first album came out in 73, and it was on bumfuck records, and some major label picked it up, and that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Okay, so it's like a history book.
Well, I can't wait to not read it.
So that's it. It's not like some kind of an autobiography or whatever.
Well, I gotta say though, dude, he is the voice of hard rock and heavy metal.
Right.
What a joke.
He's the voice.
He's the voice, all right.
So, but anyway, he is at the M3, and so I've exchanged a few emails with Stephen over the last day or so, and trying to get him to maybe come on the show tonight. I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe it will. Who knows?
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows?
I sent him a note 2 hours ago and said, give me a time, dude. Come on.
Yeah, come on, pal.
Exactly. So anyway, so that's the show. We were going to talk about to brainstorm, and we'll talk a little bit about the whole Ratt thing, and we'll just do what we do.
Right.
So if you are listening to the Classic Metal Show live, come on into the chat room, chatandkill.com, chatandkill.com.
Excellent.
What is this? Demon Stump the Drunk? Is she talking about you?
Maybe.
Let's play games. Let's play music games.
I don't know that Ed's a drunk. Do you?
Ed's not a drunk. He's a teetotaler.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see Ed as a
Ed's a pretty clean-cut guy. He does, he's never done drugs, doesn't drink. He doesn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, me either.
Well, I've never done drugs myself. I do drink a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
But that's about it.
Me too. Drink, maybe one beer every month or so, just to keep my system used to it.
No, that was 3 years before you were divorced.
Now it's 3 beers an hour every hour.
Sure, it's like intravenous. It's like you got it mainlined.
Right, I just hook a fucking beer to a fucking pole.
Right.
Oh man, tonight's going to be a show.
Sure.
I can already tell. I'm drinking one beer and already this shit is shaking back up in my head. I'm like, all right, this is going to be fun.
Nice. Well, as I said, we are live in the chat room, so come on in there, chatandkill.com, chatandkill.com. Sign in with your Twitter account or your Facebook account or your Google Plus account or your Chatwing account, or if you have any of those things, you can sign in.
Right.
It's I like this chat room. I mean, it's
easy.
It's easy. I don't necessarily like the layout of it.
Yeah.
But it's easy. It's easy to use, and you can sign in with a bunch of different account type things.
Yep, it's easy enough to use, and it doesn't seem to fuck up like Pal Talk used to, and good enough.
Sure.